Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, to Global Impromptu Speaking session number 182nd. Thank you so much for joining in today. Today, the host is Toastmaster Saurabh Jarial, all the way from India. And thank you so much for becoming family member of Global Impromptu. Here you speak for 1 minute to 2 minutes 30 seconds plus minus, and rest of the session you just observe people speaking, sharing their thoughts, and you appreciate them. Thank you so much. That is one of the kind gestures we offer to other people. Listen to their thoughts and give them chance to become a global impromptu speaker. Thank you so much for joining today. Today, our host is Toastmaster Saurabh, as I mentioned, our topics master. And to support him, we have our honorable lady, our supporter. She has been supporting this platform from the day one, almost. She is none other than our Toastmaster Savita ma'am, who is going to manage our time today. Please put your hands together to welcome her to explain the timing mechanism. Welcome, Toastmaster Savita ma'am.
Me? Yeah. Good evening, everyone. I am timer to. I have started now just to show you. After 1 minute, you will be seeing this green color. After 1 minute, 30 seconds, it will change into yellow, amber. Now, it will turn into red. Request everyone to wind up in 2 minutes, 30 seconds so that everyone gets the chance. And today's word is comely. Comely, I think it means attractive. Try to use this in your speech, and this means calmly to all of us. Thank you, and back to you, Amjad.
Thank you so much, Vitam. I really appreciate for chipping in and helping us manage the time of the entire session. Ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know, this session is being recorded right now. Will be uploaded on YouTube channel. If you'd like to see how you spoke, please go and at least watch your version, 2-3 minutes, whatever you are going to speak. At least observe how you speak and how you want to improve in future speaking sessions. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to welcome Toastmaster Saurabh Jarial to host the meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster Saurabh, and best of luck.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Amjad. A very hearty evening, family, and a very happy Friendship Day. So, on this very auspicious day of Friends, which is celebrated worldwide, I have some exciting for my global impromptu friends who would give them I have nostalgic memory of their childhood about friends, their close friends. So, without wasting any further ado, let us begin with this meeting. So, today with us, I would like to call upon our speaker, Toastmaster Sushant. Toastmaster Sushant.
Am I audible?
Yes, Sushant, you are perfectly audible and completely visible. So, Toastmaster Sushant, your topic is, what is the thing a friend ever did? What is the strangest thing a friend has ever done to you at your house? Over to you. So,
Okay. Thanks, table topic master. Then he has done so much of things. Fine. Technically not my friend, but it was technically my mother. But still, my friend took it as an advantage. We were at the place where we fill air in the basketballs. We were in a sports shop. So that time, what happened was that I remembered buying a new pump, which came with something which can also helps us to pump in air in the sports item as well. So what I thought, maybe Darwin, I have it in the house. Maybe we can go there, fill it up, and then we can use our time wisely. And he also got like, okay, that's a good idea. So when we went there, my mom gave us a biggest surprise. Oh my God, I just put it in the dustbin 5 minutes ago. I thought it was useless. He was like, Sushant, you told me that it was there, right? I was like, no, I kept it in the fridge. I kept it in the cupboard, but I don't know whether my mom would put it in the dustbin, right? He took it as an advantage, and now he's still speaking about it. Well, this is one of them. I have so many lot. but I don't think the timer is going to give me a lot of time. So over to the table topic master.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shant. And I must say that mothers are really our first friends and our secret keepers too. I can relate with your topic. So the second speaker which I would like to call upon would be Toastmaster Savita ma'am. So I would like to ask anyone who would like to volunteer to note the timing for Toastmaster Savita.
I can do myself, Toastmaster Saurabh. Background, it will run.
Okay, sure, ma'am. So, Toastmaster Savita, if animals could talk, which one would be the most charming friend you have? If animals could talk, which one would be the most charming friend you have? Over to you, Toastmaster Savita.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Saurabh, and my greetings to everyone present here. I wish they could talk. I think they can talk, but we as human beings are not able to understand their language. I heard that some people are there in this world who can understand their language. It will be so nice if we as human beings and animals would have had conversation among ourselves, or we would have some common language among us so that we can converse and know each other more. Nature has made them like that, so they cannot talk, we feel, but they talk not through the words, I feel, through their body languages, their gestures in different ways. People who have dogs and cats as pet animals, like Ainar, this forum only Toastmaster Sunita knows how the cat patchy disc expresses itself. So people who have their pet, they know it. For me, if I had the choice to keep an animal and converse with them, I think I would go for dog only, because among most of the animals, dogs are more faithful. They become like a family member to you as and when they are with you. They're very comely to human beings otherwise also. So in my opinion, I would have taken as a dog as something very near, and I would wished to talk to the dog and keep him as my friend, as companion. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster Saurabh.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Savita ma'am. With this, I would like to call upon our second speaker for today, Toastmaster Naga Jyoti. Toastmaster Naga Jyoti. I believe Toastmaster. So, moving on to our next speaker, Toastmaster Sunita ma'am.
Yes, good evening, Saurabh.
Good evening, ma'am. Toastmaster Sunita, what favorite thing as a child you did that you would love to still be able to do as an adult? What favorite thing as a child you did which you would love to do still as an adult? Did you got the topic?
Yeah, got it.
I'll
Good
write it
evening.
in the chat box also.
No, it's okay. Good evening to my global impromptu members, and good evening, Saurabh. What is the thing I did in my childhood which I would like to do? Oh, my holidays. When we used to go as children, we lived in Mumbai and we used to go to Kerala for our holidays. And I used to get up late in the morning, and because it's an old ancestral house, we have a lot of old easy chairs, you know, the ones on which you relax. And I would have books in my hand. I would just get up from bed, move to one of those easy chairs, and throughout the day, either it was the easy chair or the rocking chair, we would be lying in it and reading the books non-stop. And it was usually in the monsoon season that we would go. So it would be raining outside, and it's the best time to curl up on a rocking chair with a nice, lovely book. And we had lots of pets. So with a dog lying on the foot of your chair and a cat on the arm of your easy chair, It was the best thing, and no cares in the world. My grandmother used to get angry to see us lying down all the time, but we would take a nice blanket, pull it, and a book, and it was so cozy doing that. And today, even if I have the time, I don't think I will do it. I somehow feel guilty. How can you lie down like that during the middle of the day, reading a book? But then I think those are the pleasures of childhood. No cares, no worries, no responsibilities. All you did was enjoy your holidays to the hill. So this is one thing I wish I could do. Still, any time of the day, just lie down on an easy chair and read a book without having to worry about any other thing to do. Oh, dear, Toastmasters are there.
That was amazing, Toastmaster Sujita. And I hope that many of our Toastmasters who are present over here might be having some weirdest childhood memories which they would still rejoice or still recall when even though they are an adult. Giving us a nostalgic moment about our childhood. So, moving on to our next speaker we have with us is Toastmaster Jesse. Toastmaster Jesse.
Yes, Saurabh.
Toastmaster Jesse. Topic for you is friends are the best relatives. Friends are the best relatives. Toastmaster Jesse.
Yes. Fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, I will vouch for it. Friends are the best relative because with friends you can be very free. With friends you can share your secrets, but not with the relative, because if it is shared with one of your relatives, it will go to your complete clan and then come back to you to haunt, and that will be repeated and replayed every time if there is anything. So better not befriend your family people. Friends are okay. Friends are from here and there. Sunita is my friend. I can talk to her and tell everything of my house to her, and she can tell everything of her house herself. We have such a close bond. What happens in my family, what I do with my children, what should I do, how should I, and we both share, and it's so nice it is. So they are the best relative. Don't share your secret with your family and relatives, even if they are your children also. Keep it to yourself and share it with your friend. That is what I will tell you. I don't know, Savita might not agree. That is what I say. I am all for my friends and not for my relative. Relatives are there. You need them because they have a place. I'm not saying they have a place. They have respect. Give their respect, but not a friend. Don't take them for a friend. They are relative. Let them be as relative. Over to you, Saurabh.
Lucky
That is
to
why we call,
have that friend.
and that is why we call friends as the best secret keepers. So, with this, I would like to call upon our next speaker, Toastmaster Prashant. Toastmaster Prashant.
Yes, sort of. Good.
Toastmaster Prashant, may I have your video on?
Yeah, I'm just switching on the video. Just my network is a little unstable. Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Who are the two people in your life that inspire you and why? Who are the two people in your life that inspires you and why? Over to you, Toastmaster Prashant.
Good evening, Saurabh and my global improve friends. For me, the two inspiring person in my whole life. First person is my father. So the I I belongs to a very small village of Bihar, and in this village, so my father is a very renowned person, is like Bada Babu. So he was working in a kind of post office, and the respect he got in the society, and very calm and cool person. There is no fight between neighbors and no one come with a complaint in that society. And the same thing I inherited from them. So even my professional career, I don't want to fight with anyone. Just understand the thing calmly and just try to solve the way he just the inheritance which I got from my father, and the respect, and how to solve the problem even in the whole of life till the time my father was available to me. Each and every decision, like he's like my friend. So the best friend ever I got in my whole life. The friend is also there, but my friend is all. My father is always be supportive and help me to take decision whichever I want. So that's one person I always inspire for. And the second person is my wife. So in that, there is also a story, a small story for my wife. So I got early marriage. So somehow it's a love marriage, and I got little early marriage in life. And that time I got married, I have no penny at this moment. And I'm from there. I started my career, and throughout my career, and all the bad situations I faced now. So that's why the 2% in the whole life I always try to inspire for, and that I take for the topic. Over to you, Saurabh.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Prashant. You very well defined why these two persons are important in your life. And I hope if they are hearing you speaking about them, they would be filled with happiness.
Thank you.
So I would like to call upon our next speaker for today's meet, Toastmaster Sharman.
Yes.
Toastmaster Sharman, may I have your video on, please?
Yes. Sir.
Good evening, Toastmaster Sharman.
Good evening.
So, Toastmaster Sharman, what three things you look for in a good friend? What three things you look for in a good friend? Toastmaster Sharman.
This topic master and global into friends and true friends. I'm expecting honest opinions, and sometimes whitewash you. Even Toastmasters, they are not whitewashing. They give the constructive criticisms. Toastmasters also, I can say, they are good friends of me. Sometimes not in public, they say, you have done a mistake, you did the wrong thing, the wrong grammar, or how you start the speech. And end of the meeting, after the meeting, also they come and say, you have to correct this, those areas, what you have done, the growth points. So, and then likewise, the friends, what I can remember, Toastmaster Sabita or Jessie said something about the friends. Like she said, the neighbors are there next to your home place or house. The relatives are staying in very far sometimes. So they are the people who are coming into a help if there's anything, if there's the good things or the bad things, they come and share with you. So then for that, actually you have to have very peaceful situation, and also your friend also have due to send something honestly. If friend needs something, a friend in need, friend in need, I think. Friend in need or friend in need, yeah. So likewise, you have to maintain the friendship. And I have a lot of good friends, how they have supported me in my bad times. And because of them, I can say not only my bosses, my friends also supported me and motivated me, inspired me, and gave some knowledge and strength and blessings. Over to you, Mr. Topic Master.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sharman. Now, I would like to call upon our next speaker for today's meet, Toastmaster Zainab. Toastmaster Zainab.
I'm right here.
Great. So, Toastmaster Zainab, would you rather have the funniest or the smartest friend in your life? Would you rather have the funniest or the smartest friend in your life? Toastmaster Zainab.
please repeat it once again? I'm so sorry, my internet broke with me.
Okay, no issue. Toastmaster, would you rather have the funniest or the smartest friends in your life? Would you rather have the funniest or the smartest friends in your life? Toastmasters, over to you.
First of all, I would like to wish everyone a very good evening, and I hope everyone's doing well. The topic given to me is, would I rather have the funniest or the smartest friends in my life? I would like to start by saying that I have been blessed with really good friends. And I think this is something which has been in college. I have been super lucky and super blessed whenever it comes to all areas of my life, be it school friends, be it at like a high school, middle school level, my college friends, and even now in university. So it's very hard to choose because I have funny and smart friends and people who are funny as well as smart. So I have all three combinations without any one of them. So choosing would be a little unfair for me. One thing I would say is that I would rather stick to a friend who is honest and loyal to me over being funny or smart, because I think that is what I feel is the quality that I would prefer in a true friend. A person who critiques me does not cancel me though, and anyone who has my back at any point in time. They don't have to always make me laugh or always amaze me with their 4 GPA, but as long as they have my back at the time I draw a very strong line. If the same ground and we are pretty level-headed, it doesn't really matter if we are funniest or the smartest because they'll still be calmly towards me. So yes, rather than funny or smart, I would choose loyalty, and that would be it. Thank you so much.
Amazing, Toastmasters Anna. Now, call upon speaker for today's meet, Toastmaster Santosh.
Hello.
Toastmaster Santosh,
Yes, you can hear me?
yes, I can hear you. So, Toastmaster Santosh, topic for you is, who is the person you hate the most and what are his or her good qualities?
Good.
Is the person and what are his qualities? Toastmaster Santosh.
Thank you, Tom. Good evening to all of you. And this is very good topic. I hate a person all in all from my childhood. Time, if I give someone the time, I will reach at 7 o'clock. I will reach 5 minutes before. That is my habit, and it is inculcated from my fathers. I have seen my father who would if he has to go somewhere, he would be at the station half an hour before. And that has inculcated into me. And I don't like if someone, even if he is anyone, if he do not maintain the time, do not on the committed time and gets late, I really hate it. And the person, there are many of my friends, basically I born and brought up in Mumbai. And Mumbai, we have a culture of being a punctual. But after a few years in my life, I shifted to Pune. And that Pune is a city which is kind of laid back attitude. The people they sleep in the afternoon. They don't bother about the time in general. And there are very smart friends I have in Pune, but I used to hate them. I would admire their intelligence. I would admire their all other things like personality, communication, everything. But when it comes to the time of maintaining the time, they were very poor. Once there was a party organized in the restaurant at 7 o'clock, and this guy, after reaching 7 o'clock, I called him up. He said that I'm just in 5 minutes, and after that he reached 8 o'clock. The habit is when he said he left the actually he no sorry he was actually he was at a home that time and he had just started, and this kind of habits I really hate. Even the people very good smart. Over to you, table topic master. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Santosh. And now I would like to call upon another speaker, Toastmaster Nave. Toastmaster Navi, I hope you are there. Okay, so let's move on to our next speaker. So the next speaker which we have today is Toastmaster Umar Farooq. Toastmaster Umar. Hello. I believe Toastmaster Umar is also not there in the meeting. So I would like to call upon Toastmaster Vibha Bharti. Toastmaster Vibha Bharti, are you there? Toastmaster Vibha Bharti. I hope I'm audible to all. Okay, so Toastmaster Vibha is also not there. Okay, so we would move on to our next speaker, Toastmaster Akib Javed.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening, Toastmaster Akib Javed. So, Toastmaster Akib Javed, topic for you is, what according to you makes a friendship everlasting? What according to you makes a friendship everlasting, Toastmaster Akib?
So thanks, Saurabh, for giving me this opportunity. The topic for me is, what is that one thing which makes friendship last longer? So, well, I believe that friendship is built on certain parameters. So whether when you are in college or when you have started living in some society, you meet with some people and slowly you start conversing, and then you find that this guy is suitable for me and he can be a good friend. And sometimes, like, you don't ever realize that you want to become a friend, but while talking to them every now and then, slowly or gradually, you become the friend. So what is it that gets it for a long term? It is the only one thing, which is trust. If your friend is able to make that connection, and whatever he said, he is committing on that, so that is how this will last longer. So I have one small anecdote from my own personal life. So I had a friend. He lived in a city called Varanasi. So we were very good friends from school. I asked him to find out some results over there. So physically, someone has to go there, see the result and tell. So it was not published in internet. So it was back in 2009. He didn't go there, simply said, yes, your result is out. You can join that college. So my brother, myself, we had to run to that place. We went there to take admission. And when we reached, we found out that my name was not in that list. So that is a kind of betrayal which comes, and that is how this friendship gets broken. So I believe is the only one thing which takes to other length, which is trust. So that's about it. Handing over the stage back to Saurabh.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Akib. That was really insightful topic. So now I would like to call upon Toastmaster Samriddhi, who was there with the name Vibha Bharti, I believe. So Toastmaster Samriddhi, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Great. So Toastmaster Samriddhi, the topic for you is, what was the last thing your friend did to make you feel special? What was the last thing your friend did to make you feel special? Toastmaster Samriddhi, over to you.
Thank you, Table Topic Master. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, and of course, my dear guests. Something special that my friend did recently. Well, I'd like to start off saying I have the most amazing and supportive friends anyone could ever ask for. And they've always been there for me, and they are so trustworthy. Even though I'm at a small age, they have been there for me at all of my hardest times. And they're someone that I can always rely on no matter what. And something special that my friends did to make me feel special recently was, well, I was feeling quite down lately because I hadn't been in contact with some of my friends, and I felt like I was drifting away from them, and I was feeling kind of down about that. But today they all video called me, and they were like so excited to talk to me, and they gave me a hug on the call, and they were saying such nice things about me, and they even surprised me with a gift. So I was so flustered, and I was overwhelmed with all the joy. And I just thought that friendship plays such an important role in your life. They make you feel so special inside. And it's just that really good feeling when you have friends and they talk to you and they're there for you. So, yeah, and you should also be there for them, obviously, because friendship is relationships don't just work from one side, you both need to work, and that's how friendships work too. So yeah, thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Samriddhi. And now, moving on to our next speaker, we have with us Toastmaster Jatin. Toastmaster Jatin, may I have your video on, please?
Yeah, can you?
Yes. So Toastmaster Jatin, topic for you is, what was something that you never spoke to a friend but felt deeply? What was something that you never spoke to a friend but felt deeply? Toastmaster Jatin, over to you.
Spoke to a friend, but not deeply, right? Deeply.
You never spoke to a friend, but you felt deeply.
Okay. So
I'll write it in the chat box.
yeah. Okay. So good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to my fellow family members of the Global Impromptu. So happy Friendship Day to everybody. And I never spoke to a friend, but then I felt them deeply. So I don't speak to so many friends, but then I don't have that many friends. But then the friends which I have, I always play with them. Like today, I had a group call with all my friends, and we were like playing online and making jokes. Basically, so that's the thing. But then the person who I never my friend. Okay, so I spoke to all my friends in this lockdown, and today I spoke. Today I was like only talking to my friends. I didn't only touch my books. I didn't do anything. Just talking to my friends, and chatting how they have been, and how are the studies and stuff. So only for one friend which I haven't talked to, and I haven't talked with him from like 3-4 years. That's so he used to be my best friend, but then afterwards he shifted, and I haven't seen him. So that time I could like really trust him. Whatever I had, like all my deepest and darkest secrets I had, I used to tell to him, and he also used to keep it as a secret. So now I couldn't talk to him because he's a little busy. But then I truly feel that he's a true friend, a real friend. that somebody won't betray. He'll also help me in everything, and only I can't. He can't only help me. I also used to help him. So yeah, thank you, and over to you. To table topic now.
Amazing Toastmaster Jatin. I can see a budding Toastmaster already developing and on the verge of excelling public speaking here. So now I would like to call upon another speaker, Toastmaster Akshay. Toastmaster Akshay, may I have your video on, please?
Sorry, my network is very poor today, so I'll not be able to start my video, but I'll just, am I audible, right?
Yes, you're completely audible.
Okay, okay. No, because my network is poor, that's fine.
Okay, no issues, Toastmaster. Okay. So the topic for you is friends are crazy stories. What is your best my friends are the crazy story, Toastmaster Akshay?
Could you repeat?
What is your best my friends are crazy story? What is
crazy story?
Best, yeah, my friends are crazy type of story.
Yeah.
Is this another
okay,
way
means
of
crazy
like,
stories, right?
Yeah. Story in which you literally felt that your friends are crazy.
Oh.
Did you got the topic?
At my boarding. Yeah, I got a topic. My friends, no, I have to mention only one friend or I have to mention many friends?
Anyone you want.
Okay. Achha. At my boarding,
are you good?
I used to sit alone, but my friends, they were crazy of matches, especially cricket and football. There was one friend of mine who used to stay with me, and he used to often ask, used to tell me that, please show me the video of Cristiano Ronaldo, because he is a fan of Cristiano Ronaldo, because he is one of the footballer from Portugal. Because my friend loves Portugal, and he, sorry, the Portugal player, and also football, and he was very crazy about football. That's why he used to tell me, can you show me the video of Cristiano Ronaldo? Because he wants to know his net worth, his style of life, and his earning, and his luxurious life. I still remember him because my friend was a football lover. He was crazy for the football, and because of this, he was asking me to show the video of Cristiano Ronaldo, and he used to tell me like, I want to become like a Cristiano Ronaldo, and just like famous, same net worth, same style of life I should have in future. That's what he used to tell me when I was at boarding. I still remember this story. Over to you, Toastmaster Saurabh Jarial, the table topic master. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Akshay, for sharing such a delightful story. And now I would like to call upon our next speaker, Toastmaster Jaya Raghuvanshi. Toastmaster Jaya Raghuvanshi, are you there?
Yeah, very good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Toastmaster Jaya Raghuvanshi. So, Toastmaster Jaya, the topic for you is, who is the friend you never expected to be an important part of your life? Who is that friend you never expected to be an important part of your life? Toastmaster Jaya.
Can you just put it down, please?
Yeah, sure. I'll write it in the chat box.
Is it okay?
Did you got the topic?
Yes, yes.
Over to you.
Well, it's a very tough question. Um, what I can say, um, I can't think of any friend who I never expected to be an important part of my life. Um, well, I guess it will be your family members, um, your parents, your sisters, um, maybe your grandparents. You know, they can be very important part of your life. They can be like friends. Of course, if you're close to them and and they're very cool and you can tell them anything. Apart from that, a friend who I don't expect them to be important in part of my life would be someone um, who who people who are commonly um, uh, the outer you know while inside they are your enemies, right? And one point of time you suddenly come to know that they were not your true friends, they were your enemies. They were jealous of you, or they would um, you know like put all thoughts into your near and dear ones, so that they create a gap with people who you were close to. And that's what I've experienced in life. um, and I would never want that those people to be important part of my life as a friend. Any friend, whether it's family friend or childhood friend, that way. And again, coming back to what I said before, uh, the important part of my life would be uh, to be your friend would definitely be your parents, especially your mother, your sisters, and your grandparents. Because I have lived uh, with my parents and my sisters. I could, like me and my mother, I can depend on them. I can share my feelings and they can understand. They are very supportive. As coming to my grandparents, I have lived with them and I have been brought up by them as at very young age. You know, they can also be a important part of your life. Over to you, and wish you all happy Friendship Day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jaya, for sharing such an emotional story about your life. Really define what makes a friendship beautiful and how it can be broken. Now, I would like to call upon our next speaker for today's meet, Toastmaster Farida Ma'am. Good evening, Toastmaster Farida Ma'am.
Good evening.
Toastmaster Farida, topic for you is which childhood friend you lost once you would still want them to be a part in your life? Which childhood friend you lost once you would still want them to be a part of your life? Toastmaster Farida.
A very good evening to all my global impromptu family members. All of you are truly extremely close to my heart and my newly acquired friends. The topic that has been given to me is a very sensitive topic. Which childhood friends which I have lost once, would I still want them to be a part of my life? The fact of the matter is that I am by nature a very friendly person, and I have been keeping in touch with all my childhood friends, all, literally all. And almost 99% of my childhood friends know my husband, know my children. Even now, they stay in touch with my family, and there's exchanging of gifts, exchanging of WhatsApp, exchanging of funny stories about our children. So we doing it over the years. And believe you me, now that I'm in my 6th decade of life, I have this enormous chest of treasured friends who may not be as comely as Tom Cruise or Angelina Jolie, but are much more dear to my heart because our friendship has blossomed over the years. It has it has gone through the weather of the years, and we have not forgotten each other. And the funny part is that every time we meet, even if I meet a friend after 10 years or 15 years, it is just as if we lost connection just yesterday. This is how we meet. And this is a fact of my life. The only people whom I have truly 100% lost are those who have unfortunately passed away, and they are few at the moment. I'm sure as the years go by, more will pass away with the passage of time, but that is the hardship of life that we have to face. As new babies are born, people do pass away when they grow older, so that's all right. So I'm totally not, I can't say against the topic, which is my norm, but this is something that I would like to humbly like to disagree with, that I have been totally keeping in touch with all my childhood friends, 99% of them, and they're all a part of my life, and I love them all dearly. Happy Friendship Day to all of you. Love you all. Stay blessed.
And that is what I can say, Toastmaster Farida level type of speech. So, Toastmaster Farida. Now, moving ahead to our next speaker we have with us is Toastmaster Santoshi. Toastmaster Santoshi, may I have you on the stage, please?
Yes.
Toastmaster Santoshi, can you please turn on your video?
Sorry, I'm having some network issue. I'll not be able to turn on my video.
Okay, no issue. Toastmaster Santoshi, the topic for you is what mistake you would like to correct which once broke your friendship? What mistake you would like to correct which once broke your friendship? Toastmaster Santoshi.
Okay. Yeah, thank you so much, Toastmaster Savya. Yes, I have done one small mistake which unfortunately turned out to be a big one, but that did not disturb our friendship. Yes, this is what friendship is. Uh, few years back, I was in a tough situation where I also kept my friend in a tough situation. But the thing is, like, my parents came to know about the situation. They asked to my friend to come to my home, and my friend did not like. He thought of supporting me, whatever the situation is. He thought of supporting me, and he came to my home, and my parents scolded him. And this is what I felt like I kept him in an endless situation, because this is what like he's a part of our family up to then. But after that point of time, there is some distance. Like my parents would say that don't keep in touch with him. Like, yeah, your friends are not good. This is what they used to say. I kept him in an endless situation that Now, when he thinks to come to my home, he just thinks, should I come? Is it like that? That is what I want. If I had a chance to go back and erase some situation, I will definitely try to erase that, and I'll be more happy, and I'll be happiest person to have such friend in my life. And of course, I'm happy that this did not break our friendship there. Despite of all the situations, we are together friends, but that small situation is there in my mind, which I can correct if possible. Over to you, Toastmaster Saurabh.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Santoshi. And now I would like to call upon our next speaker for today's meet, Toastmaster Vijay. Toastmaster Vijay. Vijay Kannan. Toastmaster Vijay Kannan, may I have you on the stage, please?
Hello, Surab. Is the audio clear? Good evening.
Yes. Toastmaster Vijay, can you please turn on your video?
Dear Saurav, here the network issues are really constrained because I'm driving too. I just.
Okay. No issues. Excuse me. So, Toastmaster Vijay, the topic for you is, what was your that's what friends are for moment during childhood? What was your that's what friends are for moment in your childhood, Toastmaster Vijay? I hope you're clear with the topic.
Can you just type it out if you don't mind?
Yeah, sure. I put the topic in the chat box.
What was your that's what friends are for moment during a childhood? Okay.
Are you good to go?
Yeah. Good evening, Toastmasters, guests, and my fellow Toastmasters. Very good evening to all of you, and a happy Friendship Day. That's what friends are for. The topic for me given is that's what friends are for moment during my childhood. Yes, the childhood friends are the days and the fun we had are all nostalgic memories for each one of us. As I say, like friends in need is a friends indeed. So like the childhood friends are the ones who can be disturbed at any time of the clock. I mean, anytime in the 24 hours of a day or night, we can call them and we can ask them for any help or any urgent without even having thought. I always feel friends are more and fast reachable than your family members, than your kith and kins for any help you need. And there were moments, few in our own life, roller coaster, as well as in my requirements of our friends. There are times at early morning, 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, we have got calls. Okay, I'm in emergency. Can you please come and pick us from this situation or help us to sort the situation? And of course, these situations has been helped. Those are the times when the friends, after getting the help of them, when we say thank God, sorry for disturbing you, Lord, I have heard these words. This is what friends are for. So I would like to make it stronger again. Friends are always our backbones, and we should never and to communicate or ask for help whenever needed without any hesitation to our friends. That's what friends are for. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vicky, and I hope many of us might have gone through this. That's what friends are for moments during our childhood. And now I would like to call upon our next speaker for today's meet, Toastmaster Deepa. Toastmaster Deepa.
Hi, Saurav.
Yeah, good evening, Toastmaster Deepa. Toastmaster Deepa, the topic for you is, when was the last time your friend helped you in the most unexpected way? When was the last time your friend helped you in the most unexpected way, Toastmaster Deepa?
A huge confession. I have around 500 Facebook friends. And in real life, I am introverted and I have very, very few friends who I call very close to myself. And I made a friend recently. And this friend came in handy when I was at a low point in my day, or let's say in the month, or maybe even the year. It was just a phone call, and I always have the biggest problem opening up to people. I am very conscious of my problems. I don't let people give access to my inner thoughts. And surprisingly, over a phone call, I was able to insecurities. I even cried. I loved what I felt. And I thought that people would just, had there been anybody, I just thought they would just distance themselves from me. But the opposite happened. When I became more vulnerable, this person came closer to me and extended a warm hand and counseled me and provided me with hope and a safe place to confide in. I knew that nothing that I spoke will go outside, and that I'm supported, and I'll always feel safe, secure. I can be vulnerable, and the heaviness that I always found in myself when I met people was no longer there. I felt so free and lighthearted. And this is a story of a beautiful friendship developing, and I see it going miles and miles in the future. That's my story, and that is the most unexpected thing that happened during this locked up period when I choked up one point in time. Over to Saurabh.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Deepa. And now I would like to call upon our next speaker for today's meet, Toastmaster Indu. Toastmaster Indu.
Yes, hi. Yeah, good evening.
Toastmaster Indu. Topic for you is, what was something your friends did to make you feel proud of yourself? What was that something your friends did to make you feel proud of yourself, Toastmaster Indu?
Okay. A very good evening to the Global Impromptu family and a very happy Friendship Day to everyone. So the moment that my friend made me feel proud of myself. I mean, there are lots of such moments where sometimes, when you're feeling low and you're not feeling very good about yourself and you're doubting yourself. So I have some dear friends who, remind me of my strengths and my positives, and and keep sort of messaging me and telling about it. So there are lots of such moments, and it's really nice because they are able to come up with these beautiful words, when you exactly need it at that point, and so it just makes your day, and you're just able to come out of that low phase. So that is the reason that's what friends are for, I guess. To remind you of your goodness and your some things which you overlook, some things which you do not even may remember, and when you can only see the dark side of things, when you're only focusing on the negatives, they're just able to pull you out of, and they're just able to make you see that grass is greener on the other side. They are able to reverse it for you, and so that's the reason I'm very grateful to the few close friends that I have who I can call and discuss and chat at length and talk about my problems and get some good advice and make me feel peaceful and uh, just help me overcome those problems. So that's my take on this topic. Thank you so much. Over to you, Toaster.
So much, Toastmaster Indu. Moving ahead, we have with us Toastmaster Dinesh, our next speaker. Toastmaster Dinesh.
Hi, Saurabh.
Good evening, Dinesh. So, Toastmaster Dinesh, topic for you is, what was something your friend did that made you laughing? What was something your friend did that that left you laughing? Toastmaster Dinesh.
Okay.
Did you
Thank you
got the
so
topic?
much. Yeah, that made me laugh it, right? Laugh at it. Is that the one? Yeah. Good evening, everyone. I don't, if I remember, it's not the one thing that if I can recollect what my friends did that made us laughing. I think one such incident is when we are giving our final exams for the engineering, and I just that the exam hall, he sit just in front of me, and I sit beside him, at the back side of him. So I just trying to take some. I was trying to maybe he's not prepared well for the exam, but he kind of try to copy from my sheet, and then he roll number, I think same roll number he mentioned in the same sheet. So, and that's when when the invigilator, when the results are out, it's just they generally the professor calls you, and they calls your roll number, and that's when I see there are two roll numbers with different answers, and it's kind of funny. He copied everything, including the roll number, and that's one thing I remember. But there are many times. It's not the I cannot say one thing, but the times that we meet when not everyone, that the core members of your circle, if you meet, and there will be always so much of laughter and so much of joy. So I can say it's all fun when you meet your the closest of friends, and yeah, that's what I can take it. So it's always fun when you meet the your best friends uh, over the time. That's what I can take it from you. Sort of.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Dinesh. And now, moving ahead to our next speaker we have with us is Toastmaster Ajay. Toastmaster Ajay.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Toastmaster Ajay, the topic for you is, what was the deepest heartbreak you had from someone you never expected? What was the deepest heartbreak you had from someone you never expected? Toastmaster Ajay. Over to you.
Good evening, everyone. What was the deepest I had from a person whom I never expected? Well, to be very, very honest on this forum, nothing to hide. I have been very fortunate that I never had a heartbreak. For a simple reason that I think it's one's behavior towards the other which results in probably a good relationship, a good dialogue, or a heartbreak. If I were to remember, if at all, that somebody probably upset me, not really a heartbreak, upset me, it was none other than a beautiful girl whom I met in my, I think, third year of college in my medical school. It was a wonderful girl, a very sweet girl, a very gentle, broad-hearted girl. And the fact was that she also knew that probably I had an inkling and liking towards that person. And during my examinations, I remember it was the surgery paper, and I went across and I had forgotten one of the pens or pencils, and I had forgotten. And I went across asking the examiner, can I go and borrow a pencil? And naturally, I went to that person and asked for a pencil. And that person bluntly said, sorry, I cannot give you my pencil. This is the only pencil I have. Well knowing the intention with which I went to her. But nonetheless, I realized, okay, that was not probably the proper time. That really upset me. But then after the examination, when we came out, then I expressed, okay, look, why did you do that? You had pencil, you could have spared me for some time. He said, no, during examinations, I cannot give you this pencil. I also may need it sometime. A usual answer. But the fact remains, that particular lady, as I would say, a comely lady, very nice, happened eventually towards the end of third year, become someone who cared for me, someone I cared for, and eventually, by the time we finished our medical studies, she said yes when I proposed, and she is on this platform as my better half. Over to you, Saurabh. Thank you so much.
That was amazing, Toastmaster Ajay. I can see a Bollywood movie which could be made on your life. A heartbreak which was followed by someone who respected your feelings and who took care of your heart. So thank you so much, Toastmaster Ajay, for sharing this. And now I would like to call upon our next speaker, Toastmaster Vibha Bharti. Toastmaster Vibha Bharti, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah. So Toastmaster Vibha, topic for you is, if you could switch life with anyone currently living for an entire day, who it would be? If you could switch lives with anyone currently living for an entire day, who it would be? Toastmaster Vibha. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Saurabh, and happy Friendship Day to all my comely Toastmasters and guests. If I please put it down in the chat.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, and the topic given to me is, if I could switch life with someone for an entire day, who it would be. There are many faces, there are many people in my mind who have done many things for the society, for their family, and for their country. They are Mother Teresa, Annie Besant, Rani Lakshmi Bai. There are many characters in our Indian history as well as the foreigner. I would like to say that I would like to be as Mother Teresa, because if you listen, if you hear about her, the image of a person who always gives, created in front of you, and I'm the person of giving, whether it is love, whether it is hand, whether it is anything, if in need. So I would say that from my childhood till now, I have seen different types of situations as well as different types of people. I have seen the people who take advantages as well. But the thing is, not everybody is same. We have different types of people in this world, as we have different types, different size and shapes of fingers. So I would like to say that whatever work Mother Teresa did, I may not do 1% of it, but I would try to do it by playing a role of Mother Teresa for one day, and I will. I would like to win many people's heart and feel proud that I could do so. It's really a great moment. It would be a great moment, and still I'm shivering. I'm feeling. I'm getting that feel that if what would happen if I really do that. But the thing is, I try. From my childhood, I have seen my father that he was participating in children relief and youth. And from that time, I have learned that giving is receiving. And if we give someone who is in need, that is the awesome feeling. And you won't ever get whatever you do, but the, at that time, if you are giving, you are receiving. That is the awesome feeling. That's all. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmasters Saurabh.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vibha. And now, going ahead with our next speaker, Toastmaster Geeta Kashyap. Toastmaster Geeta, there has been
Hi.
So, Toastmaster Geeta, the topic for you is what is something you never confessed to be friends?
You are not audible. I'm not. There's something wrong. Yeah. No, not audible. You're not audible at all. I cannot hear. I don't know what about the others.
Saurav, if you can put topic name in chat box.
Put it in the chat box. Am I audible now?
Yeah, I can see the.
Yeah.
Okay. What was something you never confessed to? There are times when you have to do a lot of things to save your friendship. I still remember I had a very close friend during my college time. I was in Shillong and we were always together. And one day, being a teenager, she was a day scholar and I was a hosteler. She used to get for me, whenever I would miss my mother's food, she would get for me parathas and chapatis, and she would get for me a number of things. But one day, uh, my own hostel friends, we had planned to go for a movie. We planned to go for a movie. These are very childish little things, but they remain with you throughout. We all planned to go for a movie. I asked her to come along. She was a day scholar, but the other friends were a little hesitant because only the hostelers were going together and we were taken by surprise. But I requested her, but somehow it missed. It was raining very heavily and she could not come. And we just went, but later she was very upset because she felt that I should have waited for her. I should have missed the movie. I should have not gone out. She was so close to me, and as a result, but that remained with me. I felt guilty, but that is the kind of friendship we had, and at times we have to compromise with things because of. That's all from my side. Thank you. Back to you, Tim.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Geeta. And now we have with us our last speaker, Toastmaster this time, Amjad Ali sir.
Yes, I'm here, please. Thank you.
So, Toastmaster Amjad, topic: what is that one thing about your friends that makes you feel lucky? What is that one thing about your friends that makes you feel lucky? Toastmaster Amjad. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Topics Master. What is that one thing which makes me feel lucky? That thing is about my friends. Very honestly speaking, from my childhood, I have a different direction than my friends. Or I used to play with, I used to spend time with. For example, I belong to a very humble family and we used to play cricket. I was reasonably a good player, but I was out for one reason. I did not have money because they used to bet while playing cricket. Even they were very small, 1 rupee, 2 rupees, 5 rupees, 10 rupees. And I never played betting over any game, never ever. That was a thing which was just pushing me away from my friend circle. And I struggled while working, spending time with my father while working with him. So that was my actually childhood and youth. And when I was growing up, then again I started working. I struggled a lot and I was not spending enough time with my friends. I don't find myself a good friend, honestly speaking. I would not blame anybody but myself. Because in friend circle, you have to, balance sort of things. You need to work, you need to spend time with them, you need to go eat with them, you need to go play with them. But I was building my career. Knowingly or unknowing, there was no intention to just be away from my friends. The reason was my direction was different. When I came to UAE, something similar happened. My friends, they used to earn less than me, but they used to spend more than me. That was not liked by me. And today, all of them are struggling. And luckily, comparatively, I am doing better than them. These are small, small experiences which took me away myself from my friends. But I'm not regretting it. Now, what I'm going to speak about this topic, I have no idea. But just sharing with you, I did not find myself a good friend for other people where I can seriously say that they have changed my life, they have done something for me. My life was most of the time a solo flight. That does not mean people don't know me. But when we are talking about friends, we talk about close friends, very close. You share everything with them. And as of today, I don't have anybody I can share everything with him or her. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my life experience sharing with you. Back to you, sir.
That was amazing Toastmaster Amjad. With this, my role as table topic master for today's meet ends here. I hope you all enjoyed the topics and they were relatable to you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to become the part of Global Impromptu family as a table topics master for today's meet. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Saurav Jarial, for hosting this show beautifully. Who would like to give a topic to Toastmaster Saurav before we conclude the session?
Can I give Amjad?
Can I give it a
Yes,
show?
yes, yes, sir, Rajay sir, please.
Okay, I'll make it very simple for Saurabh. Saurabh, the topic is interesting. You can make it very interesting. You have heard the common proverb, a friend in need is a friend indeed, right? You heard that. But the topic for you is a friend in need is no friend of mine. A friend in need is no friend of mine. Over to you, Saurabh. Unmute yourself.
Yeah. If the topic would have been a friend who have given you the most unexpected turn, I could have given an entire speech about you because you have already landed me on an unexpected situation here. But the topic for me is a friend in need is not a friend of mine. Well, this particular story I had in during my childhood. So there was this my friend. I would not reveal his name, but we were great friends during our childhood. He came from a very slummy area, an area who did had a good reputation at that time. Now, by the time when we grew older, he had this habit of asking help from me in the name of money. Sometimes he would ask money because he was unable to pay his tuition fees. And I, as a friend who had already learned this quote that a friend in need is a friend indeed. So I used to break my piggy bank and give him the money. The things went on and on and on, and I never doubted him. But one day I saw something which broke my heart. I found him gambling with that money with his localites in his neighborhood. I saw that particular thing, but I didn't had that feeling to go there and simply ask him why he did that, because I didn't want it to insult him. And the very next week, when he again came to me, he said, Saurabh, I need this money because there's some emergency at my home. At the time, I said, dear friend, I believe that this time you don't need me. You need yourself to get rid of those greedy and ill habits which are making you spoil this friendship. And if a friend breaks a trust of mine, giving an excuse of a needy time, I don't think that that person is worthy of being a friend of me. And that was the last time I met him. So I would like to say, dear Toastmasters, there may come times when you can see a friend who is in need asking for your help, but be cautious to know whether he's a true friend or a wolf in disguise of a sheep who is ready to bite the hand which is feeding himself. Thank you, and over to the topic master.
Wonderful, Saurabh. Very well attempted. The proverb, friend in need is a friend indeed, refers to me. I am in need, and a friend who helps me is a friend of mine. I turned it around and you took it perfectly well. I must say, you got it bang on, full marks. Excellently, very well attempted, because you turned it around the way I wanted it, or I would have expected it, and you spoke very well from your personal experience. Good job.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ajay sir. Thank you so much, Saurabh Jarial. Let's hear the timing report from Toastmaster Savita ma'am, because we have already overshot time.
Yeah, thank you very
Savita
much.
ma'am, over to you, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you very much, DT Amjad. I quickly read the timings. Sushant 114, myself 150, Sunita 2 minutes, Jesse 143, Prashant 2 minutes, Sherman 206, Zainab 137, Santosh 206, Akib 203, Samriddhi 159, Jatit 214, Akshay 150, Jaya 330, Farida 232, Santoshi 202, Viji 208, Deepa 155, Indu 158, Dinesh 140, Ajay 226, Vibha 320, Geeta 130, Amjaji 246, Saurabh 243. Thank you, and back to you, DT Amjad.
Thank you so much, Savita ma'am. Really appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together to thank two amazing people, Toastmaster Savita ma'am as the timer and Toastmaster Saurabh Jarial as the topics master, and backup topic master, which is Toastmaster Ajay Kamaji. A big hand for all three of you. With that power vested in me as a host of this very meeting, I adjourn the meeting. Stay blessed. Bye-bye.